What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
How can you not love it, dude?
I love it, bro. I love it. It's just,
And I love you.
It's a classic song, and I love it. I love the old school jams, bro.
Can you
Guys,
not hear that?
what-
I'm sorry, I have to say it. Can you not hear that anywhere and just not do the
Night at the Roxbury?
Night at the Roxbury,
It's a
baby?
classic movie, man. It's a class. I've only seen it maybe twice though. But
That's all you need to see.
Once you see it, it's just kind of one of those movies that stick with you. Like I think it's
Mhm.
like Nacho Libre.
I've
ever
only
seen
seen that
Nacho?
one once. But I didn't remember too much of it. I wasn't impressed, I guess. I don't know.
Come on, man. It's like one of Jack Black's greatest films.
No, School of Rock was his greatest film.
I said one of them. I didn't say it was his. The
All
School
right.
of
liked
Rock
him
was
in
really
Holiday.
good.
Holiday.
The
Oh,
Holiday.
it was that one.
Yeah,
I've
remember that
seen
one.
he was the
Shallow Hal.
composer.
That was him and Shallow Hal, right? I was thinking about that.
He was he
Okay.
was a composer guy. He was one of the guy the Holiday was about two chicks who had a sucky life, and so they swapped houses for the holiday. And he was in that
All right.
movie.
Oh, I
I'm
see
down.
it, but I've never seen it. I see what you're looking at, but I've never actually seen that. Gotta check
Good
that out.
movie. He's been. I mean, that probably wasn't his best movie, but I liked him in there.
I think. Oh, well, obviously, the Super Mario Bros.
Oh, dude, I saw it for the
Yeah.
first time. Oh, you know what? We're getting off track real quick. Why don't you give us that intro that I interrupted you for?
Oh, yeah, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Fat and Spicy Show, guys. And if you don't know, I'm Fat,
I'm Spicy.
and this is the Fat and Spicy Show, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to another amazing. What is it? Tuesday, dude? I lose my track of my days, dude. I don't even
Already, man.
know
First
what
day
day.
of first day of the rest of your life, Jacob.
I
Or
think I
Fatsy.
just wake up and it just it is what it is. At this point, I don't even remember how old I am. People
Oh,
ask
you
me
got to
all the
know how
time,
old
and
you are.
People ask me all the time, and I'm like, I don't remember. I'm in the 30s, I guess. I don't know. It's 30 something.
You're such a baby. You're only in your 30s, dude. I'm almost out of my 40s.
Baby,
I'm 3
dude,
years away, dude.
Tell that to my back.
I'm just saying, I'm old enough to be possibly your dad.
You probably are my dad. You got something to tell me?
You don't have the hair.
That's
If
true.
you had the hair, we'd talk.
That's true. That is
Wait.
very true.
Possibly to be his dad.
Yeah. No. I'm old enough to be his dad.
No,
No.
he is my dad.
Is he? Are you?
No,
How old are you, Jake?
I don't know. I was born in 1990.
1990. So you're what,
23.
34? 34?
33. 33.
33?
I'll be
If
34.
I had you when I was 14,
Yeah,
which
that
is
sounds about
possible.
right. Sounds about right, dude. The maid,
Spicy Meta Maid.
dude. God, speaking of that, bro. You know, and you possibly and my dad, bro. Let's talk about some real things. Let's talk about love.
Dude, we started today with the song, right? What is love? It's the
Baby,
clips we
don't
got to
hurt
show
me.
you.
And I think
Oh,
we
you know
all been
you like
hurt by
getting tired.
love, dude, in some way or another.
Yeah, some people pay for that, you know.
Is that you? Is that you? Or do you pay for that, bro?
No, but I was lucky enough to once have a girlfriend who really dug it.
Jeez. What is that? What is that? Is
You-
that masochism? Is that what that is? Or
it
is it a
was the other side of
pacifist?
that. It was the BD, the tide, you know, and like helpless.
There's a name
Bondage,
for people that in. No, there's a name for
sadist,
people that like to
masochist.
that you sadist. What's the difference between a sadist? I know one of them causes the pain, the other one likes the pain.
A sadist,
Right. So, well, mhm.
go ahead.
No, I want to hear from you, please.
No, go ahead.
I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
really dying to know.
Somebody tell me. I'm about to Google it. I'll just look it up. You
All
guys are
right.
withholding information from me. What is it?
A masochist is someone who likes to give pain.
Mhm. Okay, so the sadist is the one that enjoys the.
Yeah, I
So,
believe.
but
I could be.
there's different levels of that because I've heard that like sometimes it's not about the pain, but there's a lot of like really uber rich people, or I don't know, rich people, I don't know, but like people who are like really in control that need to surrender. And really the only chance they get through that, you know, is through a sexuality, which is a hyper release of control. Do you know what I mean? So they go to these dominatrixes. So I don't know, always know if it's the pain or as much as just being able to submit
Oh, I was
to
wrong.
somebody else as much as you could.
I was wrong. It's the other way around. Oh, my bad. Sadist is the one who enjoys inflicting pain or humiliating others, and then the masochist is the one experiencing pain or humiliation. Sorry.
So my middle school principal was a sadist. So what you're telling me? Because I used to get
What?
paddles all the time.
Oh shit.
Did y'all not get paddlings, bro?
Nah.
Once, but it was from an old dude and I don't think he enjoyed it. So I don't know what school you were going to.
I got paddled back. My dad used to paddle us. My dad and my stepmom used to paddle us.
Oh,
Oh, I got
no,
beat the shit out of, but that's
we got paddlings, but then we got home, we got
yeah,
the extra whooping, you know,
that's the problem, right? You get
the
it at
just
school,
cause
and then
whooping.
you know he had to sign a paper, the principal. He gave
So
me
my
two
mom
spots.
was a teacher at school, and she really
Oh,
told the principal to spank him hard.
oh, don't do that.
Yeah, it's just you know,
But
but it
I did get a SWAT. I was in the fourth grade, and you know what my crime was? Homework. I didn't give a fuck about homework. I'd passed the tests. I was getting A's and B's. I just didn't give a fuck about. As soon as I got home, I wanted to play Nintendo. And the principal and the teachers had it. So they took me upstairs and she's like, "You're going to see the principal. You get two SWATs." And he gave me a speech that apparently he gave every fucking student. This hurts me more than it hurts you, but hopefully you will learn. And in the name of the Lord, you will get better.
that's what my dentist told me before my colonoscopy.
Oh, geez. Wait, your dentist?
Your dentist.
He went in the wrong hole, homie. That's not how that works,
You got
baby.
you got some fucking human centipede going on over there.
Oh,
Jeez, you can say yes, see that movie? That's horrible.
I
human
love how you
centipede.
guys went from love to beatings because you
To
guys got
human
some
centipede.
Well, we were talking about the
childhood
BDSM, right?
trauma. Yeah.
We were talking about the human centipede because if we were in a human centipede, I would be in the front. I volunteer to be
Uh,
in the front.
so you want somebody's
I if it was that or anything else, I just have to unalive. I'm sorry.
Just hold your
Not
breath,
doing it.
bro. Just hold your
Well,
nose.
shut the fuck
Keep us open line.
up.
No,
Oh,
we were talking
wow.
about
We
love.
digressed.
No, we're talking about love and how it hurts, you know. And then we're actually going to talk about Spicy's first ever breakup. That's what we're talking
Dude, so it wasn't my first ever breakup. You know, we all have like maybe my
about. Oh,
first breakup was I
she
was
didn't
in
want
the
to
eighth
scare your
grade.
crowns.
No, no, it was actually my first breakup was very simple. Um, I was in the seventh grade. She was in the eighth, and she was going on to high school the next year. So it was one of those, she's going to a whole thing. We're not going to see each other anymore. And of course, once she gets over there, there's high school boys from what they called BFOs, boys from other schools, BFOS,
Befo?
BFOs.
I've never heard
Yeah.
that.
Anyway, so there were BFOs, and of course, she gets to high
Yes, I
school
have.
and she meets some fucking dude, and it's whatever. And I was cool with it because I'm me, and there was other chicks that I wanted to see, and they wanted to see me, so it was fine. But the
Oh
weirdest breakup I
yeah.
ever had, dude, listen to this. I was 23. I was dating this chick. No, I'm sorry. I was 22. I was dating this chick, um, living in Portland, and my whole life had been working to save up to own my own restaurant. And so I was doing any job I could. So I'd work during the day as a fry cook, just work in the fryers or work in the grill. And at night, I would work security. And I found this really cool job where I could just work 12 hours at night, 3 days a week. So it's, you getting extra overtime. And they had a Pizza Hut account. So I could order shit on their account all night and play video games. It's what they love to do there anyway. So they like to play. I'm dating this chick. I'm living with her. And come to find out
And
that
how old are
her
you again?
22, like I said, just banking money trying to get my own restaurant. So I'm dating this chick and she invites me because she knows I'm trying to save money for this thing. She invites me to move in with her. And of course, she falls in love. And I wasn't in love, but I was, willing to try to make it work. And I liked her. She was great, but I wasn't in love with her. So I remember one day on my way to work at the security company, I told her, I said, "Hey, look, I worked all day at the restaurant. I don't have time to do this thing with you tonight. I have to go to my other job." And she started harping. And I'm like, "Look, you know what my dream is. And if you're not going to be by my side to make this work, then maybe I should move out and call it quits." Dude, I went to work at this company that night, where I was a security guard. It was a server farm, right? Like they have like all these servers, and I just sat
Yeah,
in
I
the
was.
security office there, right? Dude, I swear to God, it must have been 2:30 in the morning, and I hear a pounding on the front door of this place. And I look out at the security office, and here she is, pounding with both fists on the door, screaming, "Off you!" I had to call the cops to get her off the fucking property. That was the worst breakup I ever had.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obsession.
man. That was a long story for a fucking stupid little anecdote, but that was the worst breakup I've
Well,
ever.
you had to tell the beginning. I mean, you couldn't start it at
I
the
mean, it
end.
had to build up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. She was I come to find out that she moved to Florida and married this is no shit, married a multimillionaire. So she's better off without me. Good for her.
Well, there you
You did good. You did right by her.
No, dude.
go.
I'll tell you what. The best thing I ever did was meet my wife. She has been the cornerstone of my life. You want to talk about falling in love? We've been together for what, almost 20 years. Been married for 13. It's the best relationship of my life. I love her to death.
That's awesome. And that's good. That's good to hear. I like that. A round of applause for the love that you guys shared.
And I love her. She's great. She puts up with me, dude. She
Yeah, I was
puts up
about to
with the
say, how does she
show.
put up with you? I don't know how she puts up with you in general.
You know how she puts up with so I'll tell you about my wife a little bit. She works at a prison. She's a psychologist. She's working
Oh,
on getting her PhD. This chick wants to do nothing but concrete, and but she's 43. All she wants to do is go to school more and go to school more and go to school more and make her way up the check. She's gonna be the first Rotola doctor. You know what I mean? She's gonna be Dr. Spicy.
but she's just used to dealing with crazy, dirty bastards.
That's the thing, dude. That psychology of hers has put her
That's
in a
how she deals with
position
you.
where she deals with people that are just as fucked up as I am. Best
Mm,
part is though is that I have a wife who's smart like that, but doesn't try to diagnose me as a doctor. She sees me as her partner and as her husband, and it's important to make that distinction. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
she does,
most
so I'm
definitely.
lucky.
Yeah, yeah. Could you imagine getting diagnosed every day?
Every
Good.
day. Wake up with your therapist, go to sleep with your therapist, fuck your therapist. No. That's no good.
It's gotta be
But there's
something. It's gotta
but
be the cause.
whether one of the partners has the degrees or not, there's a lot of couples out there that do that where they overanalyze every minute of every day with their partner. It's like back off and enjoy the fucking ride, you know?
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, I'm not wrong on that one, am I?
What, to overanalyze things or to not want
But
it?
there's a
No.
lot of people that overanalyze for no good reason. Is it insecurity? Like I'm just afraid of losing this dude, so I'm gonna overanalyze everything he does and make sure that I keep track. Like, for example, dude, you
I
see
don't
the
want to say
TV
it's
shows.
insecurity as more as it is fear of being hurt again, and trying to prevent it because people always feel that if they're more cautious, what could they have done differently to prevent them from getting hurt or prevent them from falling in love with somebody who cheated on them. So they take that in a literal sense and they literally start to live line on a very fine line and almost where you're too cautious to ever take a step forward. Or
Hmm,
and then when they do take a step forward, like I said, it's very it comes with a lot of, I don't want to say baggage, it comes with a lot of rules and regulations. They're like, oh, now I'm watching out for this. Now I'm watching because everybody wants to think that they can predict the future, but the reality is they can't.
I
And
dig
and I
that.
tell people all the time, especially I give advice at work all the time, and I'm like, look, you can't spend, and I tell this to my daughter, I'm like, you can't spend the rest of your life being afraid of something and not and letting that keep you from doing that or from moving forward in life. I was like, the worst thing you could ever do in life is stand still. I was like, and that's how it is. I was like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. You're gonna in life, you're gonna win, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fall, you're gonna get back up, but you can't stop moving. And that's the
That's
same
it.
thing with anything: love, life, money, business, whatever it is. Even this podcast, there's days where we don't
That
want
and
to do it
spicy show.
anymore,
That's it. Yep.
but you do it. You keep moving. It doesn't matter if you take 5 steps, 10 steps, 20 steps, 1 step, as long as you move and you continuously move.
That's it,
You're
baby.
gonna see me put my contact in here.
Oh, wait, you taking your glasses off?
Yeah,
You're gonna make me jealous. I'm gonna have to take my. No, nobody wants to see that. My
put it
old
in there.
baggy eyes.
I want to see you put your finger in your eye.
I'm wearing contacts under the glasses.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah. I have to wear them in the kitchen because it gets too hot, dude. But they steam up,
I'm
and I
doing the
can't see what
most
I'm
to
doing. So
control my mouth because usually when I put my contacts in, I usually let my tongue hang out. I don't want you guys to
wait, no,
see
no,
it.
no, do it. Show me.
Uh,
Do it.
no.
You should just get LASIK. I got LASIK surgery.
Did it work?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we wish,
So okay,
it's on my bucket list, on my wish list, on my Amazon wish
Well, you know
list.
what I did?
I've thought about it too.
My eye doctor, she recommended a place that uh was good and decent prices, and then I just got one of those care credit cards, care
What's
credit.
decent prices?
My eye surgery costs $3,000.
I think it's
All
really,
in?
I think it's actually like
Yeah.
really gone down a lot
Mhm.
now. I think it's almost like $800 an eye.
It was
So
like three or $4,000, yeah.
yeah.
But I used
When was
Not
yours
bad.
done? How many years ago?
2016, so
So
almost
almost like
10
the
years.
epitome of where they were doing it. Like it was really big and
Mhm.
everybody was
Mhm.
starting off. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was really expensive back then. Now it's actually quite affordable. I think it's like I said, it's like $600 or $800 an eye.
Bro,
Yeah.
my prescription is so bad. Like if you see my glasses, they're like that, dude. My contacts stick out of my eyeballs. They're so thick. Like I have,
Yeah,
yeah, just like that. I got Coke bottle fucking lenses. I can't see for
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, I'm down.
I
I
have
have to wear these contacts.
astigmatism, and my glasses were pretty thick too. My vision was like 2400.
I don't know what that
Wait,
means. Is that
yeah,
like,
it was
are you
Like
blind?
I was like, what
Like,
is that?
are you like
like
one step away from a dog and a stick?
so that
Like
means
this?
like those people
Jacob.
who can see something like 400 feet away, I have to be 20 feet away to see.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Oh
that's
God.
it right there.
But
Got
now
you.
I have 20, I think I have 20 25 now or something like that.
And
Yeah,
that's from the laser, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, my guys are thick, like a Brazilian woman. Thick. They're in Carnival.
Speaking of Brazilian woman, and we're talking about love, Laws, you got a clip for us that we sent you over there about the woman? Can you play
What
that with
You
the
fell in
one,
love with a Brazilian woman? Well, I didn't even
No,
know that.
no, no. But play the clip though, will you?
Which
While you're
one?
doing that, I'm gonna
Congratulations.
run over here. I dropped my lighter. I'll be right back.
Which one?
Oh goodness. Obviously, I think it's the one, the woman in the sun. Uh, so earlier we were talking about this before the show. We were talking about the craziest things that have happened to people during love, and obviously obsession is one of them. Or losing somebody that you love, but love can also be in a different thing. Like I said, the whole masochist, the sadist thing. The different relationships that people form through different views of love. Because everybody has a different view of. Some are healthy, some are questionable, and some are just wrong. But and I think we spent all morning or last little bit afternoon, looking at different clips and articles of some of the more questionable forms of love,
Yeah,
like Spicy's love of leather jackets.
dude. I've said it before, and I'll say it. You see, I'm wearing it. This is you're looking at.
He's gonna die in that leather jacket.
So don't be dissing on my armor, yo. I have been wearing a leather jacket since I was 14, 15 years old. I was the dude in school. We hung out. We were all the fucking metalheads. We had the long hair. We had leather jackets. We smoked cigarettes. We smoked weed. We
Were you
listened
a
to
greaser,
AC/DC
dude?
and no, dude, I wasn't. It wasn't the grease. It wasn't like that thing. It was just the long hair and
I
you
got
know,
chills. I'm
we
multiplying.
no. God damn it. No.
Uh,
But I was I was a metalhead. I was the kid in school, but we didn't mean any harm. We weren't violent, or we just hung out and listened to heavy metal and wore leather jackets and talked about Metallica and every, all of them.
So what? So what was
But
the
I was a good student.
but you
Like I got
were like
decent grades.
a hairband groupie.
hmm Without the groupie, we all wanted
Yeah.
to be. I'm a bass player. You guys haven't you ever seen my video of me
Yeah,
playing bass?
I've seen you playing the bass.
Like I'm a I'm a heavy metal bass player. I can play any Metallica, Pantera,
Yeah, that's
AC/DC.
awesome.
I can heavy metal. That's like my guilty pleasures. I can throw down on the bass. I have a BC Rich Warlock. You should see this thing. I'll bring it out next week. It's in the other room. This thing is wicked looking. But yeah, like one of my favorite songs to play is Fuel by Metallica.
Nice.
I love all that shit, dude. Yeah, I love it. But that was me growing up, right? Like my love of leather jackets comes from just metal. Gotta love the metal.
Well, as long as it's
Hell
not the love
yeah.
of your own child, that's
What?
Okay.
yeah. I mean, well, we're talking about this clip here. Obviously,
Oh,
we all love our kids, but some people love their kids a little too much.
I was
Like
gonna
this
say that was
lady,
a
like
weird
this lady
segue.
right here.
Yeah, show it.
All right. Hold on a second.
Boom, 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 boom. Something that you ever seen. What was that movie? Knight's Tale. No, it's not Knight's Tale. It's the one where Martin
No, you're
Lawrence goes
thinking of
back in time.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
No, 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 no. Where Martin Lawrence he falls into that
Mm, mm.
a
What was that
Dark
fucking
Knight.
called?
No.
You guys ready
No.
for this or what?
I'm sorry. Yeah, run it, please. Can we turn the audio up? I'm your mom. You're my son.
Wait, can we pause real quick and
Yeah,
comment on
please.
that fucking blur?
Absolutely, we can.
let's blur out their faces. What kind?
And
I
then
mean,
show it.
these
And then show it.
what is these blurs?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier today. We were like, you just gonna blur it out, and then all of a sudden, just here we go. There they are.
It's like being a testifier for you know what I mean, testifying for the FBI in one of those rooms where they change your voice in the black light and someone walks in and flips the switch.
Oh,
They go, shit. All right, so let's talk about this for a minute. Can I just, I wish we could take that clip. I just want to take that clip. You're my mom. I'm your son.
This clip.
I just want that little soundboard audio clip.
Oh.
All right,
Oh.
keep playing. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You said you wanted to pause to comment. Comment. What do you think? I'm not being incest.
I mean, what is the definition of incest? I think she is
Um,
exactly being incest.
well, so I read a little bit into the backstory of this. She gave her son up for adoption or something like that. And then like she met him years later and said, I'm your mom and you're my son, and they fell in love and whatnot. Like, I don't think she actually raised him.
So they
And
weren't
that's just based on what I
biological?
read. So, huh?
They
I
weren't
know.
bi
I think it's biological, but I don't think. I'm not that I'm saying it's any better, but I don't think that they were. I don't think she raised him. I think they met later and found an attraction. That's what I think this was.
I think
Still, ugh,
I think that remember back in the day, like way back in the day, like Game of Thrones
yeah.
days, I mean, like
Oh well,
royalty was
I
marrying,
don't
not
remember
Game
back
of
in that.
Thrones. I'm talking about like the real life.
I know
I'm
what you
just saying,
mean.
like, yeah,
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
the purity. They kept the bloodline pure.
Kept
yeah.
the blind line going. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's why some of them will come out with extra eyeball.
But yeah, right. King three arms. But in this video, they were talking about how much Jacob, you're laughing. Um, that they actually have an attraction for each other. Like they're all
So I
loving
think what
each
happened
other.
with
And
this one is they did give it up. She did give her child up for adoption, and they reunited afterwards to try to recover and recuperate that bond of mother and son. And instead of forming that bond and her taking it in a healthy way, I think she kind of mistook it as love. And it is love. It's just there's boundaries that we set forth, of
so
what.
she took it as the wrong love.
Yeah,
It processed different for her.
yeah.
But what about him then? Is he an enabler, or do you believe that he's
I mean,
also in
he's
love?
a
Is he into
male.
lust? Or
He's
I
a
think
that's the other thing. Is he just a dude who sees someone who wants to fuck him?
he
no,
didn't
I
see her
think
as a
for
mother
him,
for so long, right?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think for him, he also never truly experienced a mother's love, and when you have, I guess, because you're always gonna have a connection to your,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, regardless of whatever, it's always gonna be there. It's just something within the DNA that you're gonna share, and it's just it's home.
Right.
So
I get
I
that.
think finding that comfort for him, and he probably had a rough life too. I know a lot of kids that go through the adoption process. They go through foster homes, have a really rough time. So like I said, they probably both found peace and stuff within each other, and unfortunately, like I said, they just never had anybody to guide them into what was healthy,
Yeah.
relationship with your kid and what isn't.
It manifested in an unhealthy relationship with your son and or mother. But
But
now here's the other question, right? And let's put it this way. They're in love. Are we to judge?
or like, is it right for us to judge? No, nobody should judge anybody unless, like, how you say,
I mean, who are they hurting, right?
nobody really, but there's a lot of things that don't really hurt anybody that are still kind of wrong.
Okay.
But I guess
But
my
it's
easiest
wrong now,
opinion.
but like you said, back in those other days, it wasn't wrong. It kept the bloodline pure. So when did it become wrong? Back in 300 years
Mm,
ago, eating meat on a Friday was a hell-worthy offense. I had a steak last Friday. So am I going, what's the evil? What's the good, the bad?
I think it's wrong more or less it started from a scientific. view when
Like
people started.
genealogical, like you don't want to make a
Yeah,
mutant baby.
yeah. When it starts like putting children at risk, that's when you know it's wrong. Because I think it's out of the ordinary, out of the gene pool, like out of the ordinary. The same way
You know,
that
I'm
eating a bunch of trans fats or processed foods for us is bad. Our
I'm gonna
body's
go
not
out on
made
a
to
limb though
digest all that.
and say that that's probably, and you know me, I like to be a scientific, rational person.
Mhm.
I think that that's probably the best argument against it. It's not the morality. It's not, I mean, although it's icky, you know what I mean? But I think the most part and is that it's that genealogical thing. You don't want to fucking screw up the gene pool.
Well,
I don't know.
you end up like that family that's what was that family called?
Oh,
They
have
get
you
like a
seen them?
whole yeah,
The hillbilly
come
family, like they
yeah,
can't talk and shit. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
yeah, they're
Like, yeah. Oh God. Can we please look that up? Send
the
laws that clip because that dude, I'm telling you, those guys.
the blue people? No, that's not.
No, 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 no. Fuck.
They also have them though, the blue people of Kentucky. Though.
That's not them though.
Is it the guys who speak in grunts?
Yes.
Who speak in grunts started
The
with identical
Whitakers, the
twin brothers?
Whitakers,
Whitakers. That's them. The Whitakers.
the Whitakers.
Yep. I swear. Just
Hold on, I got
oh,
something here, I think.
please, these guys. You want to see the product of inbreeding. Holy shit. And like
Did
no
you find
joke.
a
These guys
video
are
or I found a website, but I didn't find a video.
No, I just googled it.
no,
I was like,
if you let me hold on. I'll find you some, but let's keep going with this conversation because this is actually pretty good. So Jacob, you asked me my worst fucking breakup. What was yours?
oh,
What was the messiest?
I've had a stalker, but we weren't going out. We were just talking.
Wait, what?
I've had a stalker before.
No.
So yeah, dude, it's
Like,
crazy. Like,
tell
okay,
me
so
about it, please.
basically what happened was I was working at Walmart, of all places, I was actually working in the jewelry department. That whole process was fun in general. And they were like, well, why do you want to work in the jewelry department? I was like, well, who doesn't want to work in the jewelry department? You get to talk to girls. That's who comes to buy the jewelry is women. So that was kind of like my motivation for being there. And I was like, other than that, I don't want to stock fucking cans all day. That sucks. I don't want to work. I don't want to work the cashier because then you got to learn. You got to memorize all those produce codes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hell, with all. So I was like, you know what? I'll just apply either either I wanted to be in electronics or the jewelry department. I can do jewelry. I can clean the cages. I can pierce
Hmm.
babies' ears, make them cry. You know,
You have to do that at Walmart?
yeah, they pierce children's ears.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can fit
My
little
daughter did it
balloons.
with a fucking ice cube and a safety pin at her friend's house.
Golly, that's not the
She
first time
came
I
back.
did
She's like, look what I
drugs.
did. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, we're going away. Keep going.
But so met this girl, right? Gave her my number. Simple as that. Texting back and forth. Eventually comes to light that this girl was underage. So she lied about her age originally
Oh shit.
we originally started, like when I asked her face to face, and she lied about it. Then originally found out, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, we're done. It's like we can't talk. I was like, it's done. Then I started talking to another girl, and I started dating this other girl that worked with me at Walmart. So like that was past. But anyway, so what ended up happening was she wouldn't stop texting. She wouldn't stop calling me.
Oh
I even like, and I don't say it's like I even got my girlfriend at the time to like tell her, like, pick up my phone and tell her to stop. Like, and they
oh
got into
shit.
an argument and cussing each other out and all this other stuff. And I was like,
I was
good, it's finally
oh dude,
done.
that's awesome.
It's finally done. No, it wasn't done.
It
She did
was that
not
it
stop.
wasn't done.
She did not stop. Like, I blocked her number, everything, and she would call me from other people's phone. And so it got to the point where I was just blocking everybody, just blocking. And then I just changed my number. Well, once I changed my number, I started getting calls. Like, so I would be at work, right? And then the phone would ring, jewelry. and you would hear, "Hey," and I'm like,
Oh shit.
"Oh man, what the heck?"
Three letters. Hey. And you instantly knew.
Yeah, I actually knew who the fuck it was, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Oh, nothing," she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm at work. I'm working." She's like, "I know. I can see you. Haha."
Oh my
What?
god.
What?
Yeah.
I can see you?
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, "What
The
the
call is
fuck?"
coming from inside the store, Jacob.
Yeah. So,
Jesus Christ.
so, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Okay, well, I
Holy
got to get
shit,
back to
dude.
work," And I'm looking
Yeah.
around, like trying to see where the fuck, fuck you watching me from.
if wait,
And
wait, wait, can we pause real quick? I have to say this
yeah,
before I forget. If we ever, I'm sure we will, but if we ever meet up, we need to go to fucking Walmart and like we need to make a little video of this, and you need to get a
Reenact that
call,
moment.
reenact this moment,
Jesus Christ.
and Fatsy is gonna be the person on the call. And
Hey,
it was that moment he
hey.
realized it was coming from inside the store, and then like you just like
Yeah.
do random like little pop-ups everywhere around the store. Oh my god, that'd be
That's
so
fucking
funny.
cute.
Fucking just have Anson popping out of fucking curtains and shit inside the clothing rack.
Okay,
So keep
Doing
going.
the
sorry.
Keep
dodge
going.
the dodgeball. He's back there, his head right there. In the ball pit. In the ball pit.
My face in the stuffed animals like ET just
Yeah, yeah. In the pillows and shit covered up. In the frozen food section, handing
Jesus
people fish
Christ.
sticks. Fucking crazy.
You
Handing
like
people fish sticks. There you go.
you like move a piece of meat in like the cooler area, like pick up a piece of meat and his face is there
Yeah.
going.
I'm right underneath. Just
Yeah.
it's
Put it back, put the fucking meat back over his face.
going on,
Uh
Cha-Cha.
Funny.
But anyways,
So,
so I'm
anyways,
like,
please.
so that continues. I'm like, all right, so it's weird. So and now this happens. Now that she knows that she can get me on the phone at work, I have to answer the work phone.
Yeah,
It
you have
doesn't
no
have
choice.
caller ID. So now it's consistent. Now it's daily. It's boom, calling, you know,
Many times a day or once a day?
many times, bro. Like
Jesus.
I would tell my coworkers to tell her that I was not there. And you think she would stop calling? No, she would call again and again. And they would tell her that I wouldn't work that day, like I was off that day or something. She would call and I would pick up and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Just want to see how you doing, blah, blah." Like, you have to stop calling me at work. You cannot call me at work. I was like, you can, and then I escalated it to my managers because they were like, "Hey,
I mean,
Jacob,
you have to, right?
well, because they were looking at me. They're like, "Hey, just so you know that you can't really take any personal calls at work."
Yeah,
I'm like,
homie's on the phone all day.
it's not me, bro. Like, I'm not fucking calling anybody." And I told them the situation, and they talked to her and said, "Hey, you
They
can't
talk to
call."
her on the
Yeah,
phone
I was like, "Look, that's her right there." I was like, "Here you go."
or in the
And
like
no, on the
her.
over the phone. Like, she called on the
Okay.
phone, like, and then I was like,
Okay.
"Here." And then they were like, "You can't be calling him at work. You're gonna get him in trouble. He could get fired. You got to stop." I said, "Thank you." I said, "Appreciate you." I said, "I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much." I told my manager, they were like, "No problem." Not even 5 fucking minutes later,
5 fucking minutes. I was waiting for you to say,
she
yeah.
called back again.
Yeah, she called back. Jesus
Have you
Christ,
ever?
dude.
What is she doing now? I'm curious. Like, what
Yeah,
is
where's
this
she at?
woman's
What's she
life?
up to?
I don't know. So basically, the way what ended up happening was, again, uh, like I said, I'm not one for violence, but again, after my girlfriend at the time cussed her out, after the
He
managers
reached back
told me,
laws.
after I
He
told her to
reached back
stop.
like a pimp and slapped the hoe.
No, after even
Put
my
some
brothers cussed her out.
baby powder on his
You
hand.
know, after all that, it was not enough, and eventually, I'm at work. I get approached by another female, and she was like, "Oh, are you
You
Jacob?"
got
And
the
I'm like,
Kavorka?
so
Jesus.
I get approached, and she's like, "Are you Jacob?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What's up? How can I help you?" And I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Do you know so and so?" And I was like, "I used to." She's like, "Are y'all dating?" I said, "No, I have a girlfriend." And then at that point, my girlfriend's actually walking up at the time, and I was like, "That's my
No.
girlfriend right there." I was like, the truth of the matter is, I was like, she does not want to leave me alone. I was like, I have told her consistently to leave multiple times to leave me alone, stop calling me. As my girlfriend's told her, my managers told me, she does not want to stop. I was like, I changed my number and everything. And she was like, oh, okay. Because she told me y'all were going out, and I was going to let you know that she's underage. I was like, I know that.
I fucking know.
And I was like, she was like, yeah, well, because she basically told me, she was like, she got my uncle locked up for the same shit or something. And I was just like, I don't know, because apparently that was her cousin too. So I'm like, that's your uncle. Then it's too much process at the time. And I was like, no, look, I was like, I'm done. I was like, if you can get her to stop, she's like, here, I'll fix it. So she called her up right there and put her on speakerphone. And she was like, what are you doing? And she picks up and she was like, I'm not doing nothing. She was like, oh, well, I'm here with Jacob. And she was like, Jacob who? And she was like, don't play dumb, bitch, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
you don't
And
look
she was
dumb,
like, and I'm
bitch.
going to tell you right now, if you don't leave him alone, and she was like, and he has a girlfriend. I was like, if you don't leave this man alone, I'm going to beat your blah, blah, fucking ass. All this other shit on the phone. And she was like, do I make myself clear? The other girl's on the phone. She's crying. She's like, yes. And
That was it.
that was it.
Jesus, dude.
I was like, thanks. Shit. I
You
don't know.
Crazy.
reminded
I was like,
you
man.
reminded me. I have to say it. I was thinking about it in the middle of your story. So in my radio career, I worked at a lot of different radio stations growing up. I was a producer for a bunch of shows, but I was also on air for a while. And I worked my way up. One of the ways that DJs make their name in radio is they start usually at Christian radio stations, whether they're Christians or not. And I am not. But I started working at this Christian station, and I worked the noon to midnight shift. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, we used to get these phone calls from this chick. And she like, pray for me. I was on the bus and the driver looked at me and I saw flames everywhere. One of those chicks, right? And just,
So you go mental illness?
dude.
One of those chicks.
So I'm talking to one of the DJs one day. I'm like, dude, I got a call from this chick last night. He's like, let me guess. She saw the devil. I'm like, yeah, on a bus. It was the driver. He's like, yeah. Um, 3 DJs have gone to jail because they fucking met up with this chick. She's 14 and she likes to call DJs. She's a groupie and make up shit so that she can get them into their room and then fuck them and then get them put in jail.
It's fucking wild.
Is she like
It's just
hardcore Christian? And she
I
was
don't
just
know.
like trying to like
I don't know.
catch
I
these
got one
guys.
phone call, but she never answered me. Like she never called me back because I just kind of dismissed it. And I think I didn't engage her like other people had. So she played me off. But when I talked to one of the other DJs about it, he definitely told me, he's like, oh, dude, don't fucking that. Uh-uh. Crazy shit.
I feel like that's a
Crazy.
movie, and if it's not, it should be like this young girl, like she's like this hardcore Christian, and she tricks these men into coming
To
and
like
sleeping with
for like
her,
as
and
her
then
own form
she
of like
like,
justice or like
yeah,
reading the spirit of
yeah,
evil.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Dude, no, have you not seen that movie with Kiefer Sutherland? Um, oh man, you guys got to see this movie. Hold on. It was
Is that the
based on
one?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Is that the one where the bus don't stop? Keanu Reeves.
No,
But yeah, but that
I'm
was
looking it up.
probably. But going back to the original question, like, what was my
Freeway. You guys
worst?
got to see the movie Freeway.
My worst breakup.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Like I said, we never were going out.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even a breakup. That's true. That's true. My bad.
Um, Worst breakup. Uh, Probably my high school girlfriend. I probably took that one. That was the first time you ever really kind of experienced any kind of emotion. Uh, that was it, man. I was like, we just broke up. That was the days of social media. Being top 5 on Facebook. Or not on Facebook, on MySpace. Where they can.
We didn't have any of that when I was growing up, dude. None of
So
it.
I had a girl break up with me one time because her cousin told her that I was cheating on her. It turns out that her cousin actually liked her and was
What?
trying to get us to break up.
Because her cousin, like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
he was a weirdo.
Yikes.
They were all weird with
You're my cousin. I'm your cousin.
each other. But speaking
He's my
of
mom.
love and the weird things that people fall in love with, we actually was looking into some of those things, and I think some of them actually
Jesus, dude.
surprised the hell out of me. You know what people were actually falling in love with. I think
What'd
I
you
read
fall in love
one.
with, Jacob?
Showers. Taking a bath. You
The
know,
shower,
sometimes
the
I do them.
shower
Sometimes
head,
I do them
or just
naked.
oh,
That's what I'm saying. You get the shower head going?
No, just I just like to get in the shower naked and touch myself with soap.
Okay. Moving on.
It's called scrubbing your body, motherfucker. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Went over your
Oh, that's
head,
what you
Jesus
meant. I don't believe
Christ.
that's what you meant.
Jesus Christ.
I have so many questions.
No, but Laws, I think we have a list of some of the weird people. Can you read some of them to us?
Yeah, read some of those off to us. I don't think you told me some of those.
What's
Oh, you have
uh,
something else to tell me that we talked about later. The 26-year-old and the 80-year-old. You told me you were going to tease me about that.
who, me or him?
No, Jacob.
So there's an
Oh,
article that I sent you about an older it's like the age gap thing, and people are always real weird about that, like is what's too far gone and what's too
Half your
close.
age plus 7.
you sent that one
Like
to me.
if you
Huh?
were yeah, if you
Half
were
your age plus.
to half your age plus what?
The youngest you can go is half your age plus 7.
That's too much math.
What?
I'll
How old are
stick
you?
to like
How old are you,
40,
Jacob?
30. What fuck we talked about earlier? 33.
You're 33. So what's half your age? 16 and a half plus 7. So 24 is the youngest you can go without being creepy.
It's that one. It's that if you look at the links, it's at the very bottom. Now don't look at the pictures. Look at the links. What'd you say it was? Be what now? 27.
Yeah. It's half your age plus 7 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's where I'm
So if you're
comfortable at.
50, half your age is 25 plus 7 is 32. The youngest you can go is 32 without being creepy.
Like, what if you like, because like these people that are like 80, 70, even if they're like rich and they're dating like these 18, looking at you, DiCaprio, where's he at? But yeah, that's it.
So what do you think about that though, right? Like so you have like the Anna Nicole Smiths in the world, or I don't was that her name who married that old guy for all his money?
I don't know, dude. But it's like I said, when you start getting down to the age where it's like, I remember 10 years ago, I was doing this. What were you doing 10 years ago? I was in preschool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're saying I was in preschool 10 years ago, that's creepy. But you know what I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like that whole
That,
thing, like you were in preschool when I was in high school.
I don't know,
yeah,
man.
I
A little
don't.
creepy.
This whole I'm in a what is this? I'm in a 53-year age gate marriage and I'm more in love than ever. I mean, more power to them. Are they happy? Yes. Okay. What's it fucking hurting anybody? Like
No, that's the same thing with everything else, right? What's it
But
hurting anybody?
where did they meet at?
But
it
where did they meet?
says, okay,
Like,
so
what's
a
the story?
man who married his 71-year-old wife when he was just a teenager claims to be more in love with her than ever, paying a sweet tribute to his wife, Almeida, now aged 80. Gary shared how he fell for the senior citizen after meeting her at her
Yeah. What? What is
What?
it?
And no, tell me. I don't know this.
at her son's funeral. I mean, you can meet people of different. I don't think that's
What
bad.
the fuck?
If that's not a money grab,
Her son's funeral, though. Why would that be a money
Oh my
grab?
God.
because he would be the heir to her fortune.
Well, I mean, how romantic
Her
can it be?
son's funeral, not
So yeah, exactly, right?
he
Her
would.
That's what I'm
son
saying.
died, the only heir to her money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
her only
maybe that's
son.
not
He
her only
died. Let
son, is
me.
it?
Well, I mean, if
swoop
it
in.
isn't, then
Well, I mean, if it
because
is, it's a perfect
it,
game. I'm just
Just
saying.
2 weeks later, he popped the question. What if her? I mean, what if she ain't got no money? We don't know. 2 weeks later, he popped the question
life
to the
insurance.
Walmart worker. In a TikTok video, he said, "Met the love of my life when I was 18, and she was 71. Almost 8 years later, and we fell more in love. We fall more in love each day."
Okay, so she's 79.
I mean, she
He's
doesn't.
what, 18,
I can show you a picture.
26?
It probably makes a mean casserole, bro.
Is
She
so
looks
I'll,
good
t-
I'm
for 80,
I'll tell you.
79.
I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this.
At least
Hold on. Let me
has.
see the picture. Let me see the picture here. I mean,
She looks
I don't
good for
know.
her age.
How good could the sex be?
Yeah, he looks like a weirdo. I'm just kidding.
I
He looks like
mean,
nobody else in the world would ever love him, and he
No,
has an
no,
extensive
no,
collection of
no,
X-Men
no.
I mean,
figures.
maybe she
Hey,
just
what's wrong
takes
with
her
X Men? I
teeth
got
out
X
and
Men
she gets
figures.
really
Chill out.
good head.
I'm
No,
just
this,
saying.
I think you guys missed
like
what
I
I said,
said.
but that's
Hey,
awesome.
I definitely heard you. Well, jeez.
No, we got
Um, like I said, it is what it is. I don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me.
no.
Like I said, they're old enough to know what they want to do and do what they want.
Yeah.
So hey,
A
whatever
heart
they want.
wants what the heart wants, and who can judge, right?
I don't know. Now there's a lot of people that say that are pushing that age limit thing a little too far down.
There's just a part of me. What are you looking at? What is that? Oh,
What?
yeah, that's the
Picture of her.
same. God damn, he's just sticking it down her throat. God damn.
She was on the Titanic.
He's
That's
I
fine.
tonguing
mean,
the
you know
shit out of
what?
her.
I mean, you
Look
know
at that.
what? Fucking more power to her. Like, hell yeah,
No,
for
I'm
getting
happy
that
about
young
it, but
ass dude. Come on.
when you have the cameras on you, do you really want to be cleaning grandma's tonsils?
I don't think his tongue is in her mouth.
I don't believe that
Let's
at
go
all.
to
I
the
think
next
it's
articles. Let's get past this.
I'm sorry.
This is
I don't mean
uncomfortable
to
for
be
me.
crass.
Look at that. Look,
I
they look
think
so
that
sweet together.
okay, I think at some point there's a financial gain to things like that. I think that people, I mean, the oldest profession to make money is sex, right? Sex work. So why would this be any different? I mean, yes, I'm sure that there are plenty of couples out there who are 40, 50, 60 years apart and they're pretty happy. But I think for the most part, like, why would any of those women in the Playboy Mansion marry Hugh Hefner? Are they
Oh,
truly in
wait.
love with him? What? What? Uh-oh,
For
what?
the love of
Oh,
Finger Fling.
wait.
What?
What is
What'd you
it?
Uh,
find? They broke
Gary
up.
and Amita, that's their, this is the same people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have an OnlyFans account
Mhm.
Shut the
selling
Delete
explicit
it.
images to their subscribers. Speaking about their sex life, Gary said, "The first time we made love was on our wedding night. It was an amazing experience. There's such a deep connection there."
Let's just
But they
move
have an
past this whole thing.
I'm gonna
OnlyFans.
puke in my soup.
Let's just move past
Bro,
this.
are
I
Okay,
you
it's
can't.
not
still
my.
going? What matter is it? You're gonna fuck your
It's
wife, then
not. I
she's
just
80 years old, aren't you?
No.
yes, but
Okay, then shut your mouth.
No, we're both dead before
you're
then.
right. I'm just hey, look. When I was how old was I? I was like 24, 23, 24. I dated an older chick. She was like 45. She taught me some shit.
That's what I did. I was 25, dated a 45 year
But
old.
that's a 20-year gap, right? And she was a wild older thing with a hot bod and she wanted, a little piece of spicy and I gave it to
Wow,
her and we
thing. You
but
make
she
my
also had
heart
the best
sing.
weed in town. So, she'd get me stoned and
Okay.
make me come.
Oh,
So, what are you gonna do? But I was young, right? But if
we
she would
know. We
I
know
don't see
what you
the
meant.
attraction, like,
She
I've
had in
never
me
looked
to feel the thunder. Yeah, take
I've
that
never
light
looked
from the
at a
sky.
75-year-old woman and been like, "Damn,
You will.
baby got back."
You will.
I mean, mom but okay, so if it's your wife, that's one thing, right? I get that. You've grown old with it, you're used to it, and, it's kinda like what they
Okay,
say,
but
you don't look at
even
what?
if you
Go ahead.
are older, okay, say you're a single 75-year-old man, you're gonna be looking at people your age too. Sometime, I mean, yeah, but you're also gonna be looking at younger people too. But
I like my cheeseburgers fresh off the grill. I don't like them. Get the ones that have been sitting on the shelf in the back.
I do. I like them
I
crunchy.
Look at
shut
them
up.
old chips, the ones that
You're talking about
expiration.
old people and talking about crunchy.
So what are we looking at here? Okay, so these people pushed it
Alright.
past love. They went the extra step, and got married. And
Ugh,
then that's when your commitment. That's the commitment
yeah,
of love.
I don't like this part at all.
So let's look at some of the top 10 bizarre marriages, ultimate commitment of love, the ultimate show of
So,
affection.
someone from Bali got married to a cow.
Okay, now
Um,
let's stop there real quick before we go on. That's okay. because to them it's a reincarnated loved
Sacred.
one. It's a religious thing. I can understand that. I'm not defending whatever creepiness. I get that one.
In
In
Indonesia,
certain
they believe
countries,
that. I don't think they
yeah, I believe you said Bali, right?
Bali's in Indonesia, right?
Yeah, which is
I don't know
isn't
if
that
they
a
think.
thing?
I mean, it is a thing, but I don't know if it is a thing there.
It says,
Isn't
generally speaking, most Hindus are not permitted to eat beef. In India, they
It's
classify
not
it as a sacred
India.
well, there
animal.
goes. Well, if you can't eat beef on the
Indonesia.
honeymoon, there, what fun is there?
India
Balinese
and
Hindu.
Indonesia are not the same thing.
It's the Balinese Hindus. I guess they're Balinese Hindus.
Yeah, but they're
Oh,
Hindus, and the Hindu
oh, okay.
religion goes into Bali. To Bali, by golly. So okay, so let's go on to the next one. Dude marries a cow. What happened with that one?
But we want to
The-
laugh too.
Yeah, what are you laughing at? Come
I
on,
can't see that small print.
we want to laugh too.
So apparently, am I reading this right? Apparently the cow fainted at the stress of the wedding and declined to comment after. Wait, hold on.
Cow declined to comment after. Are you serious? I
That's
can't
what you
read that
call
small writing.
catastrophe.
Okay, hold on. That's not
Shut
the
up.
cow. Okay. Okay,
That's not the cow.
the man fainted under the stress of the wedding.
He was
Um
moved.
Oh shit. Okay, so the cow was led away and drowned after the wedding because they viewed it
What?
as unclean. And yeah. And the man had to be ritually washed and did a mock drowning to remove the sin. Yeah.
What? So it was a sin that he married the cow?
It was unclean sin. Yeah.
What? What would have made the cow clean? Was she not a
His
virgin?
So it's saying that the boy was sentenced to marry.
Jacob,
Hold on.
I saw that face.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me read this all. Let me read this all so we don't get this out of context here. On the
I
island of
think we've gone
Bali,
way out of context.
an 18-year-old boy was discovered in a delicate situation with a neighbor's cow. So we know what he was
So
doing.
they caught him fucking the cow.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was questioned as to what he
Cow
had been
pie.
doing. He claimed that he had believed his partner to be a beautiful woman who flirted with him and led him on. Wise men have said that every punishment should match the crime. Fittingly
Oh,
enough, the
no.
boy was sentenced to marry the cow. His I don't know if you can say this word.
So embarrassed, basically
So
embarrassed.
because he did these delicate
Unspeakable
things,
cow acts.
yeah, he was
Mhm. He went to the deli.
his punishment was to marry the cow. After the cow, after the
He
wedding,
had a
the
shotgun
cow.
wedding with a cow.
So his punishment was to marry the cow. Then the cow was led away and drowned, and then he was ritually washed, mocked, drowned to remove the sin. Yeah.
Jesus.
So in the future, I will fully read these so we don't get confused. Sorry.
That one took a weird turn.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Goodness
What's
gracious.
next?
The next one's a goat. So
Okay.
in
Did
They drown the goat.
Keep going. We're not gonna keep going, goat.
Let's get past the livestock.
Okay. So
There you go.
this
There you go.
chick,
The Eiffel Tower.
she Erica Eiffel is the most famous person to have married an inanimate object in 2007. After an emotional 3-year courtship, Erica finally wed the Eiffel Tower. Today she remains happily married and has since made the most of her fame by founding a web community of others who feel attractions to inanimate objects.
Okay.
I can't say the word. While this
Wait,
is some
This,
didn't I read that she divorced the Eiffel Tower
yeah,
and fell in love
she
with a
did.
gate
Yeah,
or a fence?
a red fence. I think a red fence.
A red fence. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, heart wants what the Eiffel Tower wants. I don't know. Eiffel Tower's
prior
getting more action than me.
prior to the Eiffel Tower, she was in a relationship with the bow she used to compete with in archery.
Okay, I think
True.
everybody's head went to a weird spot right there. So let's just move on.
My head went to.
I'm just saying I saw a weird porn site in my head. Can we continue?
The next one is a dog.
Okay, more. Come on, let's
Keep,
pass the dog stuff.
That's
The next one's a truck. Maria Griffin from California feared she was asexual for years when she was unable to feel aroused by other people. She claims to have had her first orgasm while thinking about the Chrysler building. Over time, she developed feelings towards vehicles, Ford trucks in particular. No longer willing to fake affection for men, she purchased a Ford and married him, in a wedding ceremony conducted by a friend. After the wedding, the married couple went on a honeymoon to a campsite. According to Maria, their sex life is healthy and active. Which
Is
part of
this
the truck
real?
is she having sex
Is it a stick shift?
with? Is it the
no.
exhaust? Ew.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm sorry, you guys can hate me for it, but after I said stick shift, I really wanted the old.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Jesus, and
okay.
I don't even know where to go with that one. Like, how do you?
Just go
So
through
she
this.
fell in love with the Chrysler building, then she fell in love with the Chrysler.
She has a healthy relationship, so moving on.
No, she fell in love with the Chrysler building and married a Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, that's like Game of Thrones shit. What's next?
So the Berlin Wall. So this chick was the first person to publicly speak of her love for an inanimate object. It was Miss blah 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 who coined the term ejectum sexuality. She first fell in love with the Berlin Wall when she saw the barrier on television as a child. Over the years, she visited the wall a number of times, and in 1979, she married it. So, due to the tight security at the wall, she was unable to express her love physically for the wall, but would return as often as possible. And then, when the wall was destroyed in 1989, and while the rest of Germany celebrated, she mourned for her husband. She has not visited the remaining sections of the walls, but she keeps models of the wall in his original state in her home to honor him.
So
I
she
don't even know,
couldn't
dude.
get there to express her love physically.
Yeah, she wanted to make love to the wall, but she
That's a
just
wall
couldn't make it
bang.
out. I
next,
guess, man.
next one's a cat,
Give us
but
one more.
Would
yes,
that be considered wall to wall?
Shut
wall
up.
to wall action.
Where's the little dude? That's where you should.
But but here's the question: like the chick that was married to the Eiffel Tower and who went with a gate, does she now swing both ways? Now can I do it?
On the other
Now
side
can
of
I
the
do it?
fence. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Hey, they got a picture of
uh,
me up here.
so there's a pillow, a dolphin, and a dead girlfriend. Which one do you want to hear about?
Yeah, let me hear about that pillow. That's me.
We all want to hear about the pillow.
Not the dead girlfriend. Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, dead
So
girlfriend. Lots, I
there.
love you.
I mean, I would read about. There's this guy who married a pillow, and he called him Daki Makura, which is Dutch wife.
Is it
It's
a Japanese
often
dude?
It's a wife. It's a waifu.
It's a
Waifu.
waifu
a
pillow.
waifu.
Waifu.
Yeah, it's often printed with anime images. It's used in bed to give one something comforting to hug while sleeping. Lee's pillow is
Yeah.
decorated with an image of his favorite character, who hails from anime series.
Would you guys ever have a waifu?
No,
Just
I
a
don't need
body
to.
pillow?
I don't need to cut a hole in a pillow to get one. I'm married, dude.
No, you
I
don't
get it.
have to
I
go
get it
that
twice a
far
year.
with
I'm
it. Just a
fine.
body pillow
No,
with a picture
no,
on
I
it.
can't. I
Would you
can't
get a
sleep like
body
that.
pillow with your wife's picture on?
It doesn't matter. I'm a tummy sleeper, so I sleep on my tummy with my hands under the pillow and my head like that. So I would never see it. It doesn't even matter. I don't cuddle with things, and when I'm sleeping, it's too much. I don't even cuddle with my wife when I'm sleeping.
I kind of want to hear about the dead girlfriend.
I do too. Read that one, and then we got to make our way out. We're getting close to time.
Okay, so this guy from Thailand had been dating this chick for 10 years after meeting her at university. However, one day she asked him for his hand in marriage. He rebuffed her, citing a heavy workload. So in 2012, or 2012, why did I say 2020? In 2012, she was killed in a car accident, and according to Duffy's friend, he decided to marry her after death. in order to right the wrong of denying her while she was alive. So the ceremony took place at the same time as her funeral, and he placed a ring on her finger, kissed the bride, and his decision to post photos of the wedding on Facebook along with a video of the ceremony on YouTube led to accusations that the wedding was publicly publicity stunt, but his decision does in fact seem to have been an honest display of emotion.
So she didn't. So he denied her when she was alive. They didn't want to marry her,
Yeah,
and then
she
when
asked.
she
Yeah,
died,
he felt bad and was like, "I should marry her
he
now."
that's you just never touch that. That's I can understand if it was your loved one and they die, and you loved them and you wanted it. This was the plan all along. But yeah, that whole story there is just too far fetched for comfort. It's-
I think it's
But
more of it's I don't even think it's
it was
considered a marriage. I think it's just a
no, it
symbolism
was
of
that
like
yes, it was
Yeah, but the thing
it
is
was a
this is that they
symbolic showing of love.
but
yeah.
see, it would have been symbolic of showing the love. It would have been pure and everything. But the thing is that he made it public.
Yeah, that's
Well, there's
true.
that. There's
That's true.
that. And I think anybody who makes it public kind of shows that it's not I mean, I'm not saying it's not genuine, but if you're gonna make it public, it's kind of like in the Bible, like with giving, right? The one
Kind
who
of like
blows his
this.
horn when he
Yeah,
gives is the one that's not really giving.
yeah.
It's the poor lady who gives her last thing in silence that's blessed.
It's basically like the videos where the TikTokers and stuff and the influencers will record themselves crying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. If
That's why they do it. They just
I watched this
cry.
me and a friend of mine watched this really like this super uncomfortable video of someone from Second Life. She recorded herself crying about how this guy in Second Life like cheated on her, and she's like bawling, and it's difficult to watch. Like it's why would I just don't
leave Brittany
understand.
alone.
I
Yeah,
guess I don't
this is the video.
understand.
Dude. I was thinking the same thing. I was gonna say it, and I was like, "Nah, let me just not interrupt, Laws."
I
I'm
don't
sorry, I didn't mean to
understand
interrupt.
why you would put that out to. I mean, talk.
Attention.
I mean, you could talk
Strictly
about. I
attention.
mean, I think people talk about their lives all the time, and we're talking about our lives all the time. Like we're talking
Yeah.
about our lives right now. But I'll be like, just to sit there and bawl, it's awkward for everybody.
I
But
mean,
I
look,
don't
if
know.
I took the sunglasses off and I start talking about life and I was just and it went like this, who cares? We all have bullshit. We want to laugh. We want to have a good time. That's why we make fun of these funny stories. You know what I mean? We're having a good time. We're killing it.
Well,
We're
see, the
chilling.
thing is this. It's like we're talking about it, and if we're talking about it, touch something, get it. It's live. Now, if you did this and you recorded yourself doing it, and then you just reposted it.
Yeah. How many takes did you do to get the tears right?
Well, it's not even that. It's more or less you want the attention, you want the sympathy, which everybody's entitled to sympathy. Don't get me wrong, but at some point you're doing it for that particular reason.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it to garnish that to make yourself feel some. You're basically vampiring people and sucking their energy for yourself.
But, let's just say it on the other end, man. I mean, it's also the same business we're in, right? The business of clicks. That's the world that we've grown up in now, or the world that we've turned into is how many clicks do I get? And if those tiers get clicks and views, then
Yeah, I
don't know what
Which
to
mean, but
means
say.
like,
tune in.
what if it's just like this creation of a family that they've created as like they're a vlogger, and they're vlogging their life, and this is just another part of their story. Like, with
Well, I mean,
us,
if
like,
that's what they're then that's understandable because that's that. But if it comes
yeah,
out of
There is a
nowhere,
lot that's not that.
yeah.
what I'm saying? If it comes out of nowhere, then that's something else. Like if I suddenly started just releasing videos of me crying, and I've never done that before, like
We would be
somebody sent some
asking you
help.
what's going on. Yeah.
Somebody said,
Yeah, we'd have an off-air chat, Jacob, you and I.
because it's out of the norm. It's out of the norm when people start
Yeah,
acting out of
yeah,
the norm. But if you're
yeah.
building that and you have that particular, how do you say, story going with your viewers or whatever, then yeah, by all means, share that. Like I said, it just comes out of context. You have to have the whole context for everything.
Well, easier said than done, but let's tune in next week and we'll see Jacob cry.
No, we're gonna see Anson pull out his ingrown toenail.
I don't have one. What are you talking about?
Not yet.
Oh, you bad! Did you just curse me with an ingrown toenail? You fucker!
Mhm.
That's the clickbait we're gonna use for next week. Anson,
Watch it. Pull a fucking watch
ingrown
spicy pull a toenail. Jesus, dude, I
Spicy
love these
pulls
times.
tooth out live.
So are we gonna make these shows longer or what?
I don't know. What do you think?
That was
You
long right there. Right there, almost like
that
a
was
minute.
long. Look at that.
That's an hour and 11 minutes.
We're 11 minutes over. How much longer do you want? Chicks
No, I
always
mean
want longer.
we can make it. We can make it a little longer. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's generally we follow the flow of the show. You know how it feels and how it's feeling to everybody. So I don't see why not.
I think if
I mean,
I think it's definitely
we can do
something
whatever.
to discuss. If we do, we can't be doing late shows. This ain't the late night show.
The
Not
late
yet.
night, get it right, baby.
Although we get some sponsors, and we might do Anson at midnight.
Good luck. I got work in the morning.
I'm not talking about. I'll produce that shit myself.
Oh, you got
It won't be
work
good,
in
but
the
I'll do it.
morning?
I
Well,
also have work in the morning. We're busy. I got to keep
I
my
do have
my
work.
kitchen going.
So get it. I picked up extra shifts, which I regret doing, but hey, I like the money.
Dude, at the end of the week, it's all about that paycheck. No,
It is all about the money. Guys, don't forget to go over to Factor if you do work and you ain't got time, like we don't got time to make those
Factor
meals.
75.
20% off your next order, guys. All you gotta use is click on the link, and those meals will be dropped off at your door. They have some really good recipes there, some really yummy stuff. I know I'm in the middle of breaking down and just getting it because I'm tired of cooking. I just need to
So
pop that
I'll
thing
tell
in
you a
there.
little secret. Somebody at work brought in some of the Parmesan chicken,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, "Give me a piece of that." It's not bad, dude.
Did you end
It's
up getting your box?
no, I didn't. Not yet. I had an issue with my credit card. I paid for something on my Oculus, and then I because it's Meta, right? It's Oculus and it's owned by Meta, which is
It's
also
porno,
owned
right?
by Facebook. No, shut up. It was a game. But I got a charge on my credit card. It's like Facebook just charged you $9.99. I'm like, who the fuck is buying shit on my Facebook?
That sounds like the price of that OnlyFans for that old lady.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, I think it was 9.
So the fact is,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that I canceled that. So I'm waiting for my new card to come because they just canceled all my whole account until they send me a new card. So I
And
can't.
this is
I
why
was
you
gonna sign
shouldn't go
up
to
for it.
OnlyFans, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't. Outro, Jacob.
Guys, we appreciate that's all the time that we have. We love you guys. Don't forget to join us this Thursday where we talk about the other side of love.
Oh, dude, I'm ready for it.
We're gonna get real sad up in here. We're gonna
What
light
was
candles and have
that?
vigils.
What?
That's me moving the motion of the ocean right there.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Move with it. Move with it. I love it, baby. And
If that's the guy, if that's the motion of your guys' ocean, man, I'm glad I'm over here on this side of the world.
what are you talking about? You gotta slap these
too.
sides and ride the waves.
Just kidding.
No, we're gonna watch next week where me and Spicy are gonna order a shit ton of Taco Bell and just eat as much as we can until we pop.
I can't. They shut down my Taco Bell. They're turning it into a Taco Bell / KFC.
A caca? What? What did you say?
Shut your face. I knew you were going to say it as soon as I messed up,
Taco
Laws.
Bell.
Thank you.
Caca Bell? Caca Bell?
I'm telling you, we got to do
Taco
some.
Tacos.
Me and Jacob got to do some eating some spicy shit on the air
He
or
wants
something.
he wants to eat the hot ones challenge. He wants. To
I want to
that.
do the hot ones challenge, man.
You
I can't do
should.
the chip.
Taco Bell.
I can't do the one chip, but I could definitely do some hot ones.
They
What
have
can
them on
we-
Amazon.
What the hot ones challenge?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's like a couple of
It's-
bottles of hot sauce,
It's
homie.
like 5 bottles of hot sauce or something like that.
Each one worse than the last. You got to go to heatiness.com. We'll do it after the show.
Are you guys
Guys,
gonna
but-
do like chicken or something?
Yeah, why not? Cock.
I said we just get a whole bunch of cheese sticks, just melt them down, drizzle
Into
them.
one big cheese stick.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Fucking crazy. Yo, guys, but again, that is all the time we have. Again, if you want to be on the show, guys, all you got to do is reach out, join the Discord, let us know. We would love to have you on as a guest, even if you just want to sit here and look at Anson's pretty face. I know that's what I want. But make sure that you are following us on YouTube if you want to see some of the older shows that we have done. I think we're reaching almost, how many episodes have we officially done?
97,
97,
87.
88. My bad.
88.
Guys, we're coming up on 100 episodes of the Fat and Fucking Spicy Show, dude. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
seriously.
yeah. So, guys, remember to go follow, like, subscribe. Don't forget, guys, we're trying to give away things. You guys got to comment, though. I can't just give it away if there's nobody in here.
That's
You got
it.
to comment, follow, like, subscribe, guys. We appreciate it. We, as always, love you. And clip the phony moments that you
The phony
you know,
moments.
you enjoy. The phony moments, the funny
The
and
phony
phony.
moments.
The phony and funny, you know. But
Yeah,
as
yeah.
always, guys, I'm Fat,
I'm spicy.
and this has been the Fat and Spice Show. We love you.
We love you.
Dude. But I
When are we
would
going to do the Hot
hot-
Ones challenge? Why aren't you
I've
letting me do
actually
this
wanted to do
podcast?
the Hot Ones challenge, dude. I've
You
actually
just-
wanted, so that you said that, I just know that I'm gonna be sweating at the store.
Dude, I'm going to wear a tank top.
You want me to wear a white t-shirt so I can just see
We
it?
both, yes.
Nobody wants to see a six-pack, dude.
You ain't got no six pack. You got a keg.